Welcome, family. Good to see y'all this evening. Welcome back to Faker Pepper. Anyway, see who all's in here this evening. True American Loretta, Joe Morgan, Karen Miner, Ashley. Good to see y'all. Zane, Be Charming. Good to see you guys. Flow Grown Homesteader, John Doe. Thank y'all for being here. Let's see. Gotta love not getting notification. Yep, that's happening a lot. Raptor Ranch, good to see you. Mame's Legacy, good to see you tonight. Homestead Homeboy, good to see you, my friend. Sherry Leach, good to see you. Gary Bulldog Prepper, Tammy, good to see you guys. Fake Don Bellerman, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Trailer Trash Bushcraft, good to see you. Hey, Papa, how's it going? It is going great. I just had the chance just a few minutes ago to watch the video everybody's been so up in arms about, and wow. That's all I can say is wow. Pete Prepper, good to see you. Tamara Reynolds, good to see you. So before I go any farther, I did get a total for the B-Day giveaway. It was $163 was total, and I'm going to throw in 37 to make it an even $200. And that giveaway will be next Saturday. Carpenter Self-Reliance, good to see you. Homestead Homeboy, there's I don't even want to say his name, but there's another creator that basically called out all the prepper channels, said everybody's fake, that we don't prep, we don't know how to use our gear. We're obese, we smoke, we're worthless pretty much. We're just scum, and we play everybody for their money, and that kind of thing. And apparently he was on Prepper Tribe, showed up in his live stream doing the same thing. And just somebody's bored and disgusted with life and wants to bring everybody else down with him. Hey, Garth Wagner, good to see you. Coral Tigger. Yep, anti-coral. As he sits in $100,000 tornado show. Yeah, I watched Prepping Plumbers calling him out too, and that he had good points about that bunker. Michigan Outpost, good to see you. Been outside in the garden, I feel that. I had talked to Tribe that morning. I knew he was going to have a good time. Pretty much said all prepper are ugly, old, fat, out of shape, stupid, and our mama's dress is funny. I think that about hit all of it. Jealous they are. I thought it looked like a green screen too, B. It really did. Chris Kaufman, good to see you. I'm not a real prepper, don't have a ferro rod. Right? I don't know what that was. Something just went floating through here. Sherry, they're doing good except low temp and low blood sugar. And I see you put baby B on IV. We'll be praying for him, Coral. I might be fat, but I assure you I can walk 10 miles. Well, and he said bugging in is suicide. Um, no, it's not. If you're bugging out to the woods, especially, that's more of a suicidal trip than staying right where you're at in your secure home. But, you know, whatever. I ain't going to dwell too hard on it unless he shows up in here, which I really don't think he will. I'm not a prepper. I'm a prepped. And Mames, that's the way for a lot of people. Bugging out would be suicide. I mean, it's just not even feasible for some people. I'm not fat. I'm in great shape. I can walk 10 miles, but I have boobs. I can get a ride. Yeah, well, his big issue was that people give super chats and money for nothing. Well, I understand that to an extent because I knew exactly who he was talking about in one of his little rants. And, I can see that because it's nothing to see that person get hundreds of dollars every live stream. Every live stream. You can just sit and add it up. Three, four, $500. So I mean that is kind of but people love it. They're willing to give it to him. The only time I've ever asked for a super chat is for the birthday party thing, and I'm giving it right back to you guys. Maybe who donated it won't get it back, but I mean, I'm just giving it back to you guys. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, send me money so I can go buy me some stuff. It's not even like that. His channel is called Secret Stuff or something. Yeah, Secret Stuff, I think. To be fair, my plan of turning my home into the Alamo only ends two ways: me in a bag or all of them in a bag. And I get that. I mean, if it comes to that here, that's what'll happen. But we've worked too hard just to give up our house. Oh, and the power grid's not going anywhere. There's not going to be economic collapse. That's just we scare you guys just to get money and views. Some people just have to have drama to live. It seems like that's why they constantly stir the bucket. Yep. He was dragging John through the mud too for old crap that's been resolved. See, I didn't watch it all the way till the end. I got kind of irritated and just shut it off. Last thing I heard him saying was about he was talking about the grid, and then we face tornadoes, earthquakes, wildfires, and whatever, and I just quit watching. That's exactly right, Peaches. Preppers today would be normal back in our mama and papa's, your grannies. Back in that day, that's what you did. Missed a couple people here. Kim's Farmette, good to see you. The Outsider, good to see you. Big German, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Angie Morris, thanks for being here. Plumber's response did have an interesting perspective on the super chat membership stuff. Absolutely, and I agree. I mean, if you guys ever, part of Papa's pack, if you guys need that money for something else, by all means, drop this in a heartbeat. You don't have to do that, Homestead. But thank you. I'm not sure what I did to deserve that. Hey, Bear Wilkie, good to see you. I'm already getting. You might run me to the house, but I won't run any further. What Dad always told me. Wise man. I like that. People can all super chat, whatever. Call it a blessing. God bless, brother. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And God bless you too. Let's see. Well, thank you, Chris Kaufman. Yeah, absolutely. And they are a blessing. No matter, you know, what they're being, I mean, I can't say whatever they're being spent on, but, you know, if I'm doing Red Sky, the animal rescue, or like this month, just giving it right back to you guys, or, you know, if we got guys, don't send me any super chats this month unless you truly want to, because I'm going to have to use it this month. If I was to ever do that, I would tell you guys. I'd pay more for Netflix, and I find you and John much more entertaining. Well, thank you, Mames. Hey, Hava, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, it does, Mrs. Papa Prepper. Now that you mentioned that, absolutely. We don't have to worry. Turds end up getting flushed. You're here to help. I try to, Joe. I really do, man. Hey, Sherry Leach, good to see you. Thank you for being here. We are all here because we all share, enjoy, and learn from each other. It is our choice. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. And I think that's a part that really upset me about this guy's video more than anything, because he was talking about viewers and subscribers. You guys are just blind and senseless and, blah, blah, blah. And it was awful. I wonder how At Papa Prepper, I missed the part about you and that. The part about me and his video. I don't know that he was talking about. I mean, he talked about fat people, but I mean, whatever. Newsflash, I'm fat. Whatever. That don't mean I can't, work side by side with the best of them. And, you know, could I walk 10 miles? Probably not. But that's because of my knees and not because I'm fat and lazy. People don't know people. And that's, I don't know. Right on, Homestead. Yeah, he wasn't skinny, but he also said, I'm 57 years old. Of course, I've put on some weight. Hey, Setter, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Brisket, I got the meat sweat. I can catch a chicken. I actually had to catch one today. He got out of the, or she got out of the coop. I would rather have real people around in SHTF, not like the people in other channels that just want drama. Absolutely, man. Raptor says, I can catch a chicken. I'm 62. Yeah, you could walk 10, just not at one time. That's not the important part. If something goes wrong, can you stand and fight? That's all that matters. Right, brother. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can make a stand. And yeah, I see what you're saying. I could walk 10 days. It's going to take me all day to do it. I ain't going to lie, but it's not because it just, God love him, God help him. He don't get it. I can catch a chicken. I'm 65. It's in aisle one. LOL. I like that, man. Hey, Hutch. Good to see you, brother. I like that motorcycle video the other day, man. I missed that a lot. But I can't walk, but it's not because I'm fat. Yes, I'm fat, but that's not why. It's because I jacked up my knee. And that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It sucks you did that, but yeah. Um, it's just something we all got to live with. Everybody's got their disabilities or their setbacks, their handicaps. But that don't mean you're gonna lay down and die as soon as SHTF comes along, or you get a home invasion or natural disaster. Like, well, I'm overweight. I'm done for. It don't happen that way. I'm 52. I can catch a chicken real fast with my slingshot, and all we can do is pray for that guy. You're right there. You know, pray for your enemies, um, and love them just like you love yourself. I'm capable of swinging a baseball bat or my skill chainsaw. Lord, you bringing a chainsaw to the fight. Skid Kid, of course I'm a prepper. I bought a box of plastic silverware and a case of water. I'm all set. That dude isn't as smart as he wants us all to think. Hey, Brandon Anderson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up here a little bit. I wouldn't give negative, judgmental, bitter, or spiteful people the time or attention. If it truly doesn't affect you, if you don't let it, I think being positive and proactive and kind is the way to be. Words of wisdom, Rip Curl. And thank you for being here, man. It's good to see you. I seen, and also thank you. I seen the comments that you left on said video, and you handled it very well, man. I give you much. Well, you already had much respect for me, but very well composed and but still right to the point and cut him down. I liked it, man. Very classy. I have 7 chickens, all the same breed, but 2 are much bigger than the others. Just wondering what's up with that. I don't know, man. We have 2 different, actually, we have 3 different breeds, but they all run pretty consistent. I don't know. We really don't have any that's bigger than the other in their same breed. Um, the Leghorns, they're our biggest ones, but they're all about the same size. Gears of War chainsaw is all you need. Hey, RSD Prepper, good to see you. I hope your day went well. I know you had some house guests today. I hope that all went well. Absolutely, John Doe. Hogs will eat anything. Just saying. You never know what you might have to dispose of. Just exploring every path. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Prepping in Pisgah. Good to see you. Phoenix. Good to see you this evening. Damn yuppies, middle of the lake, 94 degrees, on a boat, masks on. Whew, I'd have done passed out and fell out that boat. Me and my buddy, we put the off road lights and stuff on the H3 today, and just wiring and running wires, and it just sweat rolling. I was like, it is too hot for anybody today. Sure, there are bad people out there, and I get what this man's trying to say, but it's misguided and in the end not helpful for us all. Truly, I hope he sees the real error in his way. I am far from per. Absolutely. I mean, I understand what he's saying in some of the channels about the super chats and stuff like that. And I mean, there are bad prepper channels. We've all seen them. I hope I never fall into that category. But I mean, they're out there. But yeah, to label all of them, that's pretty harsh. I believe that 100%. Scott NC, I believe bug out will mostly affect city folks. If rural has to leave, there's a major problem. I love you. Papa, are you going to join the Canning on Ghost channel tonight? I might check that out. Possibly. Oh, there went my. Yeah, I did almost make a masked lady fall down today. It's not fun. but okay. What happened was we pulled up the Dollar General, okay, and I got my lunchbox to take my medicine for the day. Well, I had tomatoes in there that I'd forgot I had. One of them was a Roma tomato, so you know about how big they are. Well, it had got mold on the side of it, and it was real squishy. So I had to be real careful. I got out my lunchbox, rolled Mandy's window down, and threw it way out the window. I no more than rolled the window up. This Jeep comes pulling in beside me. she, the passenger got out of the Jeep and walked around that tomato. They pulled up, and that tomato was like right at the corner of the Jeep, and she stepped on it. And I mean, she did the whole and slipped and like just disgusted and looked at it, and her mouth was just I don't know what she said, but she was mad as she was mad and disgusted. The look on her face was priceless. That's how I almost made a masked woman fall down. If she didn't have that big old mask under her eyes, she could have probably seen it laying there. Let's see. Milkmaid, good to see you. Can't chat, but listening while I attempt not to be insanely behind on the canners tonight. Long day. Much love, y'all. Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. I'll take a sick man with heart and dedication over a healthy man that don't care any day of the week. Absolutely. Oh, and don't be fake, y'all. Let's see. I'm a tomato serial killer. Your nephew, Papa, we got a surprise. Our nephew came as well from West Virginia. Got rid of the hutch out of the living room, and one in bedroom sold. I do believe that's awesome. I'm fertilizing my plants after the drowning they just got for the last 2 days, and I hope to go and find the perfect canteen for my needs and my sons. That's awesome. Yeah, we've been watered out here too. Papa, my daughter threw a whole mouth of big league chew out of the window and hit the windshield of the truck last week. I felt so bad that when he pulled over, I pulled over to pay for a car wash. Well, bless your heart. That would be pretty awful. Hey, Anna W., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Papa went to Sam's tonight. Ham and bacon case was wiped out. None to be sold out. Or none to be had sold out. Hmm. I have to play along sometimes. That's why I picked something that covers my whole head. Camping trip does sound like a good thing right now. few of us friends are supposed to go riding tomorrow. Now they are saying rain all day. We had a covered bridge tour mapped out. That would be nice. First sign of meat shortage, or I've seen here in Indiana of meat shortage. I noticed some strange things the other day when I was at Walmart. Me and RSD went, and just some different random things, like a lot of like underwear. Underwear was one of them, like boxer shorts. Like there was hardly any. Um, what was the other thing? I can't remember now. Cereal, maybe? I can't remember. I mean, nothing that was like devastating, but just some weird things that was out of stock. Papa, my sister, died in March of 2020. She was cremated. My family is finally going to all get together and have a memorial for her in July. Well, that's awesome. I'm sorry to hear about your sister, but glad you guys are going to get together and celebrate her memory. Oh, it ain't too hot for camping. Papa, real quick, prepping news. Primary Arms is having a clearance sale that ends tonight. I was able to pick up multiple firearm parts. Just thought that would be good to share with the group. Awesome. Thank you very much. Um, if you guys didn't hear that, Primary Arms is having a clearance sale that ends tonight. They Prepping in Pisgah was able to pick up multiple firearm parts. Just thought that would be good to share with the group. Thank you very much for sharing that. Primary Arms. I'll have to check that out myself. TJ Maxx has been strangely understocked of recent. Death is only a stepping stone. We all make it one day. What makes me happy is the sweet reuniting of our loved ones. Absolutely, Kaufman. Tank says hello. Mames and Mandy said it's too hot for camping, so it is. So there. No, it is pretty warm. And the shade actually wasn't terrible today, but man, as soon as you stepped in the sun, felt like your skin was gonna fall off. I could show you guys. I've got some things like I have to go back through and narrow down my list more. I've just kind of been going through um, and picking things for the B Day giveaway. So I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff, and that's good advice. Big German, everyone should practice camping in the worst possible conditions unless you don't plan to bug out. Well, even if you're bugging in, and there's no power, it's going to get even hotter in the house with no air movement than it is outside, more than likely. Let's see, where they at here? B Day giveaway. All right. Like I said, I got to go I got to redo this again. Maybe not. I might have enough for all this. I'm not sure. I just have to check and figure it out. Anyway, turn this down maybe so you guys can see a little better. Whoops. We have a Baofeng UV5R upgrade two-way radio dual band high power walkie-talkie, but it's a ham radio, so that's one of the things. Um, this I thought was cool. I want one, so I thought it'd be a decent gift. TG plasma lighter, windproof, waterproof, USB rechargeable, flameless dual arc for EDC, camping, survival, tactical. So it takes no fuel. It's all electricity. It's rechargeable on a USB. If it would focus in, that would be great. There it goes. It's a pretty cool little lighter. There's a video on the actual thing. This is Augustin Farms, 1400 vegetable garden seeds, 13 variety, 1 pound, number 10 can. So it's basically a survival garden. So you would just put that up in case, absolute worst case scenario. Please, please focus in. Anyway, there it goes. Pretty cool thing there. These, I personally love these. I've got one over my garage door and it lights up perfectly between my house and the garage. They're solar lights, security lights, optically controlled sensor lights, wireless, waterproof outdoor lights for garden, fence, patio, garage. It's a 4 pack of those, and you put those on each exterior wall of your house, and nothing's going to get close without turning those on. They work really well. There it goes. They're really cool. Then I got K-Bar knives, 3066 Mark 98 folder. Pretty nice looking little knife. I love K-Bar knives. I would have a bunch more if I had the money. Got this Prepper's Long Term Survival Guide. It's like 280 pages, I believe. I mean, if you ever decide to, you know, step up your game or just, get some different ideas, whatever. We got Craftsman Home Toolkit, Mechanics Toolkit, 57 piece. I thought this would be awesome. Just, everybody that don't have tools, at least have this in your house. And, in case you're bugging in, stuff breaks all the time. You're not going to be able to get out. Nobody's going to be able to come in to fix stuff. So I thought that would be a pretty cool thing to have. And then last but not least, a Treva 10-inch portable desktop air circulation battery fan, 2 cooling speeds with AC adapter. So it's a battery powered 10-inch fan, but it also has an AC adapter. So if you wanted to use it, just plug it in or whatever if you have power. And if not, it runs on batteries as well. So that's all the goodies I got picked out for the giveaway. And I asked for some help from different people, so kind of took everybody's suggestions into account. Now let me go back up here since I'm way up here. I noticed they're closing out Woo Flu stuff and some long-term food. Was that? Yeah, I think you told me about that at Walmart. Um, I don't know what to think about that. Okay, I gotta find my spot here again. Nice today. Nice today is my daughter's birthday. Turned 3. Daddy's so proud. She saved my life. That's awesome, Michigan. Tell her we said happy birthday and God bless y'all. The worst bug out I've ever done was going through jungle school in Panama. I'd imagine. Iran just moved warships to Atlantic. Nice. I'll take that. I love hams and tornado weather. I hope you guys do like the stuff. And if there's any other suggestions, like I said, that's not set in stone. That's just some stuff I've come up with and some people have suggested. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that I would like. If I could, I would send ham radios to every one of y'all. I promise I would because I think communication is going to be key when all this stuff goes down. But I mean, that is one thing I didn't understand about the message our friend was trying to send, that bugging out was the thing to do. If you can't and think bugging in is the way to go, then you are doomed. But yeah, see, that's then he has $100,000 bunker he was proud to announce. I guarantee you that with my friends here in my local mag, I will be just fine. LOL. That's what I'm saying, Rip. I mean, what, if you don't feel that you can bug out, and there's many folks that just can't, due to health, age, physical abilities, disabilities, and where are you going to bug out to that's any more secure than right where you're at? Unless you've got a big, I mean, if you really have one, $100,000 underground bunker, and really, I mean, how long are you going to be able to stay there? You know, I just got an electric type lighter for my anniversary. They're great. Cool. I have two lighters. Two of those lighters. They're great. Good deal. Then I'll definitely keep them on um, the list. My mind went blank. We have those lights. They are great. I love those solar lights. The security lights. They work really well. Like I said the other night, I think I told you guys that I've sat outside after and at night and seen to pot plants by those lights. I mean, they work really good. Internet not working well. Who is? Oh, B&B. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Internet not working too well. We are watching, but won't be comment too much. Had a great day with first pickling cucumbers with lunch. That's awesome. And thank you guys for being here. Papa, storm's coming in later tonight at the Indiana Illinois line now. Great. Man, I am over rain, y'all. And I know there'll be a point probably later July, early August that I'll be praying to the Lord above for some rain. But for right now, it needs to stop. I think you made a great selection of prizes, Papa. Well, thank you very much, Flowgrown. I appreciate that. Hey, Prepper Book Club. Good to see you. We just got done, or I just got done showing we're having a birthday giveaway. It's my birthday in a couple weeks, and we thought it'd be fun to do a live stream birthday party type thing and just give stuff away on everyone's super chats and donations. And I did get a couple donations through PayPal as well, and those are counted into that. Absolutely. He was saying preppers carry too much stuff, but they can't walk far, etc. Yeah, he's just. Oh, my way behind in chat. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Chris Pike, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Jeep Girl, good to see you. Glad you're here. I hope you're taking it easy like you're supposed to. Northwood Cheryl, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Unloading a hay wagon. That is hard work. Hillbilly Homesteader, good to see you, my friend. We are doing well, man. I hope you're doing the same. Guys, got to go help get the twins ready for bed. I'll be back if I can. All right, Don, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Great point, Papa Prepper. Honestly, I hope I'm able to help the ones who can't bug out or help themselves. Either way, I do the best I can to. Absolutely, man. That's one thing that you know, we just had a show the other night about what if, people that you've warned and whatnot, they show up at your house, SHTF, they have nothing after they've been told and warned, and um, I want to help any way I can, but well, like we all kind of agreed, there's really no right or wrong answers in that situation. But I absolutely hope I'm able to help as many people as possible without jeopardizing my own family. I'll put it that way. Hey, Helen Dixon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Solar lights work great if you have enough sunlight to power them. Sometimes in winter they barely last 2 hours here. Yeah, that's very true. I should have pointed that out. Hey, Zombie Five, good to see you. Bye, Papa Prepper. I'm headed to watch how to can potatoes. All right, B. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and stay safe. Still out here working the homestead. Absolutely. Maybe I need a fake in front of my name also. I'm old, fat, and I smoke, but I love it. I'm not going to let it. I mean, just, you know, like Rip Curl said, best thing, just pray for them and, you know, because everybody thinks they're doing good, I suppose. So, we'll just let it go with that. Papa Prepper, don't take stuff personal. The people trolling woke up and had a can of Carnation Instant Bitch Fast and hopped on their menstrual cycle and rode to the wind. Absolutely, man. 5 Virgins Prepper. Good to see you, my friend. Papa, what is a prepper? A prepper, to me, is being ready and secure and knowledgeable to face whatever situation might be thrown at you in any manner that it might be thrown at you at any time it might be thrown at you, um, being ready for anything, as impossible as that might be. you know you never stop trying, and really that's about the best answer I can come up with, man. Just got some body armor, don't know if I'll ever use it. I guess it's good to have just in case. Amen, Big German. Hats off to you. This stuff's pricey. I can't do it. My hubby got to come home for the first time in 18 months for a few hours. I was so happy, bawled like a baby when he had to leave me again. He's already called me twice. It's another reason I'm glad I wasn't there today, RSD, because I knew it'd be heartbreaking for both of you. Tennessee Tactical, good to see you, my friend. Hey, Papa, I saw all that, and he's lonely, I think. If I was close to him, I would hang out with him. I will pray for him. That's awesome. And he could be. He just could be a lonely man that, you know. And like I said, some of he did. Not all of his points were bad. I might catch some flack for saying that, but he had some good, valid points. You know, a lot of these guys and ladies and people, I'm sure they do. You know, I shouldn't get into that, but I'm sure not all the money they say they're gonna, what they're gonna do with it goes there, or some people just do it for the money, you know. Um, so I understand what he was saying to an extent on some of it, but he made it, kind of put all of us in the same category. So, but yes, absolutely. All I can do is wish him well, and you know, no hurt feelings here. I'm not gonna, there won't be. And hats off to Prep and Plumber. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, I watched the video, and pardon my language, but I told Mandy that guy is a douchebag. You know, then we also said, you know, we shouldn't think that way because he is he's a brother, But at the same time, if you're gonna make a video like that, categorizing all of us in the same sense, you know, you're gonna get some blowback. And I should clarify that don't necessarily mean the man is a douchebag. It just means, when I said that's the vibe he's giving off. LA police gear is having a sale on armor right now. Usually can get deals with carry plus plates for around 300. Spartan has 3A for under 400. Not bad for armor. Yeah, that's not bad for what I've seen. The thunder here is rattling my windows. Love me a good thunderstorm. Me too, Jeep girl. Hey, William Kennedy, good to see you. Bowling Green, Ohio. Just got here now. Going to sit and learn. I have a lot to learn. You might want to go to a different channel. But no, seriously, good to see you, William. I'm glad you're here, man. Five says, I'm no longer a prepper. I am prepped. And I say, Father, bring it on. Amen. You can have valid points, but if you lack social skills and awareness, then it kind of gets lost in the message. Right. He exposed the right one. Those videos are worth the watch. Now, that I won't argue with. Yeah, he's definitely got it in for, you know, see. Papa Prepper, he had point about some are kind of doing things as a lifestyle thing, but he went about it poorly. Right. Absolutely, Joe. Forget that guy. We know who we are and what we do. They might be some that fit that category, but not many, sir. That's true too. I mean, I have seen a couple. I mean, he's right, but those couples shouldn't be, made. That shouldn't be the ones that he sets an exam or sets his standards on. Or whatever you want to say. And you're right, Karen. It does seem like there's always somebody trying to stir up stuff in the prepper community. Always. He's the kind of prepper who makes people think they can't prep and should just bend over and kiss their butts goodbye. And that's true. And to me, that's nothing but fear mongering. If somebody's there, it don't matter what you do, and you know, you're never going to make it. Look at you. You're out of shape. You're unhealthy. You have problems. But anyway, that's all in the past. He made his comments, and you know, we all Hillbilly just said, or yeah, Hillbilly Homesteader just said, we all know who we are, and we all know who we ain't. He didn't say those words, but we know that we're not the type he was talking about. Excuse me, that was probably really loud. I took a look, and that is, the kind of videos when those come out, and people say those things, like Tennessee Tactical just said. I took a look at myself, and I know to keep on stalking, and it is good for that. You see one of those videos, and it makes you stop and think about yourself. Like, he's not totally wrong. And that's a very good point. Like I've said, I think we're good, the three of us, aside from needing to get some more um, water. I mean, we have the well now, so that's a big, big, big plus. But who's to say that something might happen to that well or get contaminated or something? We'll have to have something to fall back if our fallback falls out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think you're ever, you know, I can't say that either. God is killing the crops on the west coast with no rain and killing the crops on the east coast with rain. Exactly, five. Exactly. And that, never mind. I keep trying to divert the the chat to another direction, but I just keep thinking about things that he said that does really irritate me, you know. And that this is the last thing that I'm moving on. When he was talking about the grid going down and economic collapse, and his literally his words were, "Who effing cares?" Yeah, well, that we need to focus on the real things like tornadoes and fires, and which he's right, but we all do. We've all had different. That no matter what thing bugs me, that people say, "Oh, I don't have this or that, so I guess I'll quit," is my is first clue they aren't serious about things. Let me read that again. Papa Prepper, that no matter what things thing bugs me, that people say, "Oh, I don't have this or that, so I guess I'll quit," is first clue they aren't serious about things. Okay, gotcha. Right. I suspect he might be running around with a certain member of the community who likes to stir trouble. No, actually, if you're thinking of the same one that I think you're thinking, it's the actual complete opposite. Go look at more of his videos. He's got it in for that, brother. Stock, recognize it for space. Stock, recognize for space. LOL, and keep going. Right? Off to watch the guys canning. Have a blessed night, all. You too, Sherry Leach. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And stay safe out there. He tends to forget that Be Charming is going to prep for hurricanes, but Papa isn't. Every prepper preps for their individual circumstance. And that's true. Like here, ours would be tornadoes and possibly earthquakes. That's not unheard of here. And maybe fires. So, Papa, did you see the video tour of our property? No names, I have not yet. And I apologize. I've had so much stuff going on. I actually haven't watched hardly anything, but I had to watch the guy and Prepper Tribe and stuff like that. So I kind of thought it might show up tonight, but I will definitely check it out tonight. Exactly. We all have different needs. Working in absolute isn't a good idea. Well, and there's no way that every person, um, there's no way that any of us could prep for everything that could go wrong. There's no way. And why would you? Like, Maine's, why would I prep for a hurricane? That would be like, I don't know. It just don't make sense. Knows who I'm thinking. I hate to name drop. Oh, I might know then. Um, okay, I think I got it. Papa, did you get my email? Five, I did, and I emailed you back. Um, and I am currently, which I don't know why that song's playing, but I am using Pandora now, and I am on Ralph Stanley Radio. I don't know why that's on there, but yeah, Ralph Stanley that radio. That's one of my new favorite channels, and I thank you very much, sir. Garth Wagner, well, guys, it's been awesome as always, but family needs a little attention. See you tomorrow. All right, brother. I appreciate that. And thank you for being here. And yes, definitely see you tomorrow night. Be safe. Outlaw Prepper 77, good to see you. When the derecho hit Iowa, it becomes a community that comes together and everyone helps out. You don't think it will happen. When it does, everyone helps out one way or the other. And that's what we should all do. Angie Morris. I don't know if I told you hi or not. I can't remember, but hello, Angie. Thank you for being here. Flow Grown Homesteader says, no offense to anyone, but I'd rather be here on the live stream and watch a canning video on the replay. Well, I appreciate that. I think they might be live over there too. I'm not sure. Michigan Outpost, great show, T. Headed to Ghost Prepper learning to can potatoes. And that's ironic because that's the very next comment. But thank you for being here, Michigan. I appreciate it. And don't forget to tell that little girl happy birthday for us. Deanna Walters, good to see you. Right. I'm in Tennessee. We don't have hurricanes, but the tornadoes are an issue. Absolutely. Now, I remember some years ago that hurricane, was it Hurricane Isaac? Something like that. I mean, we had wind all the way up here in Indiana, uprooting trees, just straight line wind. It wasn't even tornadoes. I mean, it was bad here. So we did get the blowback from that hurricane, but not a hurricane. We just had really bad high winds, which is basically a tornado. Does just as much damage. Straight line wind is awful. But we're not going to prep for a hurricane just because we have the blowback from a hurricane. So yeah, Tennessee, you totally understand it. We need to keep a CPAP machine running. I have what I need if it was a simple power outage. Not sure what to do to protect it from an EMP. I don't know because you really can't keep it in a cage because, of course, you use it at night. So if EMP hit at night, um, I'm not sure. That's a very good topic. I wish I had some advice for that, but I really don't. And I know the new CPAP machines, they would definitely be affected by an EMP because they are very smart now. Papa Prepper, you only have to answer for you and allow him to answer for himself. And the word says to pray for those who persecute you. Just do your channel, and we all know you do your best. Well, thank you, RSD. I appreciate that. And I mean, he didn't single me out. He didn't really single anybody out on his video, but I guess on his live or on Prepper Tribe's live stream that he showed up in, he was like name dropping. I guess. I don't know. I have not seen it yet. Northern Wisconsin here, we have 100 plus degrees in summer and negative 30 in winter, prepping for mainly huge weather swings. We get tornadoes fairly often. And see, same way there. Northwood Cheryl, she's not going to prep for hurricanes, you know. I mean, tornadoes, yes, extreme weather, and that's another good one here in Indiana. We do prep for extreme weather. There's only so much you can really do for extreme heat. I mean, really, but prepping for winter, extreme temperatures, there's a lot you can do for that. Leslie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Jammed my thumb at Ghost Channel and said hi, so I'm here. Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Whoop, lost my place. Hold on a second here. Jeep Girl says, y'all need to move here with me. We have decent weather all year round and never like most places. We might be naughty here, but we are easy going. I wouldn't be opposed to moving to Michigan. I really wouldn't if it wasn't for y'all's officials and Papa. The amount of rain I've received may kill off my garden. I can replant though. Five, I feel you. I went to town last night to get a tarp to make kind of like a canopy over my tomatoes. So if it does rain anymore in the next few days, it'll just, stay off my plants. Yeah, I forgot to buy a tarp. So I didn't think it was going to rain tomorrow. So I might get up in the morning and run to town and get a tarp. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose. And I hate the thought of that because, man, I've got tomatoes like 4 feet tall already out there. No, that I should have thought of that. Um, I believe it was Karen Miner was asking about the CPAP machine. Tennessee Tactical definitely have a backup in a Faraday cage, which CPAP machines are very expensive um, for a really good one. But I mean, absolutely, if it's, if you have to have it, keep a spare in a Faraday cage. Stars Prepper, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Ark Wildman Survival, good to see you. Thank you for being here, sir. I keep meaning to get over to your channel, man. You got a lot of the wild edibles and stuff like that. I want to get over and check those videos out. That's one thing I'm trying to learn more about. 65-mile-per-hour winds tried to take out my deck plants yesterday while I was at work, but I salvaged them. That's awesome. Let's see here. Hey, Rev, good to see you, brother. I haven't seen you for a while. Glad to see you here tonight. Extreme heat, we just pray. Absolutely, that's all you can do here. Last year we had straight line winds through the woods, then came up the side of my house, tore 3/4 of the gutter off, faucet off the side of the house. I know we get a lot of straight line wind through here. Not necessarily right here, but just a couple miles up, it turns into just flat cornfields. And man, it almost, you can guarantee almost every spring, either flatline winds or one tornado will go through this little area. I mean, it's just a little dot on the map. But every year they either get just blasted with straight line or a small tornado. And we are glad to see you too as well. You too as well. You too. Glad you're here, Rev. Throw it out there like that. I love the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Lake Superior is beautiful. That's on our bucket list. We definitely want to get up in Michigan and we want to go see the lighthouses. If we try to prep, look out for each other best we can. If we take a little from everyone who's giving advice, take that you need to prep, for you have learned so much from you all. Thank you. You're exactly right, Helen. And like I said the other night, you guys have taught me. I just get on here and, just what I know, what I think, what my opinions are. But I've learned a lot from you guys. I mean, a lot. And not all of it is even prepping related. I've learned I'm getting better at talking to people, you know, like public speaking, kinda ish. I'm getting better at that. My awkwardness, is kind of, a lot of that's been worked out. My anxiety of talking to people, you guys have helped me on so many levels, so many levels. I bet I know what area you speak of, Papa, out by Highway 50, Dollar Gen. No, I was, Coro, have you ever heard of Cortland? Like literally, it's just a little speck on the map. There's a little diner there and a couple churches, and that's it. It's right on Highway 258. But every year, bless their hearts, they get hit bad. Carpenter Self-Reliance. I'm very glad to see you in here, and I hope things are shaping up, or as best they can for you. I'm really glad to see you in here. We finally been getting rain here. We here in bad shape on the moisture 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we went from absolutely cold and no rain to can't stand to be outside, and that's all it does is rain. Even when it was raining, it was just so humid and hot. Because I'm not opposed to working in the rain. I will absolutely work in the rain to get things done. But it was just miserable and ugh, awful. Pick up the guitar and play some Waylon Jennings. Well, see, I'm afraid if I do that, that they will cancel my live stream because I already get picked on because I do karaoke, which of course, I mean, they won't monetize none of it, and I don't care about that, but I just don't want to. Because it seems like they're really cracking down on deleting videos, knocking people offline, and handing out strikes like they were whatever. I just really want to kind of keep my nose clean. Hey, Independent Marine, good to see you, my friend. I hope you are not overworking yourself in this heat. God is doing something worldwide: flooding, volcanoes, snow, hail, storms, fires, plagues, locusts, mice, and more. He has my attention. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like I won't get too much into that. I'll save it for tomorrow night. And five virgins, if you would ever decide that you would go on a live stream with somebody, I would love to have you live with me on Prep Your Soul one Sunday night. I think that would be amazing because anybody that isn't awake, that, like I said the other night, even if you're a non believer, you just open the Bible, read the book of Daniel, read, Revelations, and how could you not see it? Because it's copyright issues, Leslie. They already like if I when I do my even if it's just me and the guitar, they won't monetize them because I get copyright strikes every time. And I'm afraid if I was doing it live, they might shut it down. I don't know. I really don't know if they would or not. Five Virgins Prepper, have you seen where the deserts are flooding? That I didn't know. I had not seen that at all. But I mean I don't doubt it at all. Nope, Papa at home taking care of stuff. Had power outage earlier to deal with. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad you're at home, but power outages when it's this hot sucks. The eviction moratorium is coming to an end. 22 states have urged the Supreme Court to uphold the current ban. Millions could be evicted with the federal moratorium ending on the 30th. Oh, Lord help them. It's going to be a lot of homeless folks. When it's hot and sunny, you need to do like the Mexicans do, get a sombrero. I have a big hat actually that RSD bought me or pointed out to me, found it, and I bought it. Um, it's not a sombrero. Actually, it's still in my truck, but it's like the top of it, it's mesh on the sides. It's got a really big brim, but it's like reflective. all over the top, and it's supposed to keep you um, really cool. But I keep forgetting to get it out of my truck. No, security sucks. I am not here. Okay, I'm guessing that's about going live with me, and I respect that. I belong to a local Christian hardcore prepping group. We met on YouTube. That's cool. At poppaprepper, ask metal for breakfast. Yeah, he does stream music all the time, but I don't know if it would be different if he was to perform it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'll have to look into it because I'm comfortable enough now with you guys. I wouldn't care to play some live songs. I mean, even if I sucked, I know you guys wouldn't tell me. Well, a couple of you would, but you know, Five Virgins Prepper, thank you for what you do. And she's absolutely right. All of you are special. Well, thank you, Five. Appreciate that. Leslie said, I sure wish I could meet some local Christian preppers. I think city people around here are oblivious. Um, a lot of folks I don't think are necessarily oblivious, but I think they're, you know, kind of, how bad could it get? Well, they're not going to let us live like that. You know, I think people give too much, have too much faith in the government, obviously, but I mean, clearly we don't. But I think a lot of people just refuse to acknowledge that yes, they will let us live however they deem necessary to further their agenda. You suck. Love you. Okay. Thanks, Five. Love you too. Just got update. Both twins have holes. They need to run tests to see if both have narrowing. Oh no. Everybody keep them little babies in your prayers. I know you guys have prayed so much for those babies. No need to stop now. We got to get them healthy and get them home and keep them healthy. Get out of the cities. Doom, doom, doom. Five, he warns everybody every week, and I agree with him every week. I mean, I know a lot of folks have no choice. Okay, you have nowhere, no family, maybe no money to get out of the city. But compared to what the city is gonna be, you'd be better off in the back country somewhere, up down in a holler or up on a mountain in a tent, than living in the city. Check your local Christian biker chapter in your area. They will be more than willing to help. That is true. I think our biggest chapter we have here, they're called, oh, Follow the Sun. That's what it's called. And they're a really, really great bunch of people. Really good people. So, I mean, there's different chapters in different states. So, Um, Somebody wanted to look them up. They're a really good Christian bike club. Joe Morgan, Papa Prepper. It's a head in the sand thing with the unready. I've seen it firsthand. I'm just defiant. I do what I want. F the government. I know you do know firsthand, brother. Hey, Big Bear Preps. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Mame says, pray for those babies' parents. They've been on an emotional roller coaster for months. They must be physical, mentally, and emotionally exhausted. Absolutely. I managed a farm on my own. If I can do it in my 60s, anyone can. Absolutely, Cheryl. Helen says, "Oh, Papa, love your music. Love the difference in it. Old, new. Seems like some days you have it nailed. Just the right song for the day." Thank you. Well, thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate that. Five says, and if you bug out, remember squatters aren't welcome. And that's the absolute truth. People just don't think it's going to ever happen in their lifetime. Most of them haven't read the Bible or followed the Word, so they have no clue what is going to happen and don't listen to MSN. Well, and I mean, like I said, even if you're an unbeliever, even if you don't believe in God and you don't believe in the Bible, and still, even with that being said, why would you want to chance starving to death or dying of dehydration or whatever the case may be? There's going to be literally thousands of things that can kill you, but you know why would you chance that and put your family through that? Just I just don't understand people, I guess. Father, in the name of Jesus, receive our prayers. Amen. Five. Yeah, just like I got the music playing here, back to my previous ramblings, I'll probably get copyright struck. Yeah, I'll probably get a copyright hit just for my music playing. But you know, when it comes to my live streams, I'm really not concerned with monetization on them. I mean, I'm really not, because most Americans are spoiled, had it good. Everyone gets a trophy, and the government is going to take care of everyone. Absolutely. Um, Americans are spoiled. Absolutely. We all, I mean, even the folks that say they're not, there's certain little things that they've become accustomed to. And, when it's just absolutely not here, then they'll wake up and be like, oh, wow, even when I was at my worst, I still had it pretty good. And that's going to be a very big awakening, I think, for a lot of people. You know, I, like myself, I was terrible with money when I got with Mandy. And I know that came from, you know, if I had $1 in my pocket, it was burning a hole. And ever since I was old enough, made my own money, bought my own clothes, my own shoes, my own, I always wanted the things that you know, and my mom and dad were great parents. Don't get me wrong. We never went hungry. We never went without, but I've no indoor plumbing. I've lived with no electricity, you know, for years. It wasn't because of a storm. That was the way of life. but we never went hungry. We never were abused. We were never neglected. We were, but I think living that way just like prepares you for what's to come now. Have I been spoiled since? Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but I already know, I remember all too well what that's gonna be like. Only it'll be worse, of course, because everybody's gonna be living that way and everybody's gonna be out for themselves. And I get that. But when it comes to, oh no, it's December, we have no electricity, what will we do? You survive. That's all you can do. I mean, that's your alternative. Or just lay down and don't. We are all stupid. We need the government to think for us. Yeah, sure do. I also think there's a problem with some church buildings. They preach love, but they kind of forgot about the wrath part. Absolutely right. And I've said it before. I know Rev said it because it's too scary. It's too graphic. That's what people need. They need to be scared. I've said it once and I'll keep saying it. People need the hell scared out of them. Straight up, in every sense of the meaning. They need the hell scared out of them. That would wake up a lot of people. Christ first, prep next. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, sheep. Absolutely. People think the government will never let it happen and that they are going to just provide housing, money, food, etc. And we are going to live the good life, but it's not. No fantasy bubble here. Absolutely. I mean, I wish, which I don't really think it'd do any good. I wish I had a longer reach. You know, like I don't want a big channel, but there's times that I wish I could talk to just hundreds of thousands of people. Because if that one person would tell two people and those two people would tell three people, it's like, but even still, there's enough of us channels, fake or not, that you'd think there'd be a lot more woken up people than what there is. But some people just refuse. Better to hear it in the pew than live it in eternity. Amen. Good to see you too, Christ. First, yeah, it's been a minute. Someday, Papa, you will. Well, it's just certain days I wish that, Helen. I really don't want a big channel. I really don't. I love our little community right here. I love you guys. I can almost bank on who's going to be here every Saturday and Sunday to talk to me, and I can talk to you guys. And when you get to a big channel, you just don't have that. You don't have the one. You don't. I couldn't sit here and tell everybody that I see come in hi and wish them well. And I some days I'd like to have a longer reach just to get messages out, but most days I am more than content with my whatever I've got, like right under 1,800, I think, subs. you know, I've got people that I was on, they were like live streaming with me was their first live stream ever, and they're getting ready to pass me. I remember seeing Native and Devout playing chess, just showing their hands, and I emailed him and said, "Y'all are gonna make it. You're gonna be very successful." And now he's passed me. It's and I don't care that just putting people out there and encouraging people, that means a lot more to me than having 15,000 subscribers. You know. And here I fell behind again. Grace to You, entitled The End of the Universe. I watched a sermon today on YouTube, Grace to You, entitled The End of the Universe. That sounds pretty true to life. Let's see. Just got update Baby B original with narrowing his corrected in utero. Just Baby B now, but both with holes. We'll keep praying, Coral. I bet it did get you thinking, to Leslie. It's not so much. I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow night. Hey, Green Thumb, good to see you, man. I know you've had a rough couple days, man. I'm glad to see you here. There are those that know about Christ, but they don't know Him. That is a 100% true statement. And they think just because they know about Him, you know, that that's good enough, and it's not. God is good. He has the whole situation in His mighty hands. Absolutely. You keep it smooth and polite. Much respect, Papa. Well, thank you very much, Tennessee. I appreciate it. Yeah, RSD, we're probably due for a Rev binge day. That's what we usually do throughout the week. If we have a down day at work, we'll take and one of the creators will just binge watch and catch up. And we do it a lot with Rev, and um, we watch a catch up or play catch up a lot with like autoimmune, because that girl posts so many videos you can't really keep up with her even if you ain't got nothing else to do. But she's a good channel. But yeah, we always we'll take a day and just pick somebody and binge watch and catch up with them. Our last binge watch week we had, or day, I think, was Prep and Plumber. One of the best things about your channel is that you acknowledge people personally. No other channel I have watched does that. It has a feel that we are all friends. Absolutely, Leslie, and I'm glad you get that vibe and that feeling. That means I'm doing something right. That's exactly what I want, because that's something that's always, like I said, you go to some of the bigger channels. Like, my gosh, if you go like Bear Independent and try to get in a word edgewise, like in his chat, or just to say hi, or I mean, it's nuts. You don't stand a chance. I'd much rather have just a small little gathering here every, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. I love our little community. I feel like I actually belong. You do belong, Karen, and thank you for being here. And thank you for the support and the love. Tommy, it's been tough losing them. Whoop, hold on just a second. Let's see. Outlaw Prepper 77 said, Hidden Secrets of Money Will Make You Wake Up by Mike Maloney on YouTube. The feds have lied to us. It's a must watch. Hidden Secrets of Money. I'll check it out. Tommy, it's been tough losing those birds. We're talking about reloading with a full new brooder of chicks and start over. Yeah, it's not too late. You still got, I mean, I don't know much about the Canadian seasons, but I'm sure you'd still have enough time to mature them birds before winter got back, or before it got cold outside. You gotta forgive me, y'all. I just can't talk tonight. Wife had to have MRI on her leg from her spill at camp. Results next week. Hoping for good news. We'll be praying for her, Marine. I remember you saying she had a pretty good fall. Have Rev back on. Hey, anytime. Him, 6 shooter, anytime. All they gotta do is email me if they want. I'll gladly do a live with them. I love them boys. Mr. and Mrs. Papa, what you have here is an inspection to everyone you show how to do stuff. Mrs. Papa, how to buy stuff cheaper, and you always remember to thank God for everything you both inspire. Well, thank you very much, Helen. I appreciate that. Northwood Cheryl says, at Karen Miner, I am in a pretty secluded wilderness type area. I hardly get to talk with people unless I'm online. This is my family. Well, God love you. Thank you, Cheryl. We sure do love having you here. Well, hold on a second. I lost my place here. I have kicked it around of starting a written blog, waiting for God. That would be nice, Five. That would be awesome. Hey, Appalachian, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. See how far behind I get. Very good bunch here. Follow many throughout each day. Blessed by knowing all of you. Well, thank you, Marine. We are blessed by having you here as well, brother. And anybody that don't know, Marine, Independent Marine's the one that's opening up his bug out location, his bug out property to us to have our get together in October. And he's been working his tail off on that, and I appreciate it. I wish it was close and I could help you day to day, man. I sure would. But I appreciate all the hard work y'all are doing, man. I can't talk sometimes either. When I get tired, it's bad. Yeah, I'm getting pretty, not real tired, but a little sleepy. Love you too, brother. Thank you, Rev. Appreciate that, man. Wait a minute. Hey, Sean, um, what you're supposed to use that what's it called? Hardware cloth. That's what you put on the bottom of your chicken tractor, brother. It's just got the little bitty squares, but nothing's gonna get through it, man. That's what you need to put on the bottom, and that way they can peck and get everything they're supposed. They can't scratch, but they can still peck, and that's what most people use on the bottom of yours or on the bottom of theirs. Um, and then you just lift. I mean, it's not going to hurt them to lift the tractor up, but that's what um, most people. And when I build mine, that's what I'm going to use is the hardware cloth. I think it goes by quarter-inch, half-inch, and three-quarter-inch holes. I would do like the probably half-inch. That way they can get good pecking in. Note to Papa Prepper, we did get Damon's old wheelchair. He said, I thought we did, so you can get your cage built. Well, then where's it at? It must be. I must have left it out in the carport then. Legacy. Wait a minute. Who are we talking about here? Trying to catch back up here. Rev, a chicken tractor. It's basically a long, rectangular shaped chicken cage, chicken coop. Basically. Uh, but it's made to where you can place it wherever in your garden, or if you're going to make a garden spot, you park your chicken tractor there, and they'll scratch and peck, and they do all the tilling work for you basically. And then when they get that cleared, you move it to the next spot, and then you do whatever you're going to do to that dirt, rake it out, fertilize it, put mulch on it, whatever you're going to do, and then cover it up, and then it's ready whenever you decide you're going to plant there. Like that's where before the winter gets here, I'm gonna have beds made and covered up. So next spring, all I have to do is uncover, rake it up a little, break it up a little bit, and when the chickens are there, they scratch it all, they peck it, they fertilize it, and then every usually about 3 days, and then you'll move it forward or to the side, whatever, and they'll start doing that area, and you just keep moving it until you've got what you want done. Hey, LG Homestead, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Daggone, y'all. We about out of time. Mobile pooper spreader. Yeah. Hey, Terry B. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We were talking of storms. There's a storm forming in the Gulf. Could get bad. Thank you, Five. Yeah, them chickens, they'll do all the work. Tennessee is exactly right. Um, Five, LG Homestead's asking like a hurricane storm blowing in, or just looks like it could be a pretty good storm. The issue with landscape cloth on the bottom, we have quarter-inch, is that you also have to lift the bird's weight. If no steel mesh, the bird just walk forward. That's what I was the steel. That's what I was talking about. It's the hardware cloth. That's what it's called. It's not cloth. It's wire. It's basically fence is what it is. It's just really little quarter-inch squares. That's what I mean. Everybody around here, that's what I've always seen them use was the hardware cloth. I'm not sure why it's called that, but that's what it's called. And a chicken tractor absolutely cuts your feed costs down a lot. Green thumb. I wish I had a green thumb. Just now trying to learn the garden thing. Well, I can't tell you enough. Green thumb prepper is the guy to watch. I mean, he explains everything very thoroughly, and he'll help you out any way you can. Um, Five said like a small hurricane. LG. I had chickens, never thought of a portable coop. Living in the Gulf now, I'll let you know how it goes. Not supposed to have bad weather until Wednesday. Well, we actually picked squash and hot peppers tonight. We got tomatoes galore coming on, and everything is blooming like crazy. I'm so excited. That's awesome. So, Tommy, I had 39 birds. If each bird weighs 5 pounds, then I pull the tractor. I would have to lift the weight of all birds and the weight of the tractor. Okay. I'm not sure I'm following you, man. We had bad thunderstorms in this area today, knocked power out for a few hours, all done now and power back up. That's good. I'm heading out. See you tomorrow, Pat. God bless you and Jesus saves. God bless you too, Rev. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And be safe out there. And also, LG, has been live on his channel. But if you look back through my videos, there's two live streams. Me and Sean live stream together back to back 2 Saturdays. And he covers a lot of um, stuff in those two live streams. That's what I use on the bottom of my raised beds to keep the ground critters from coming up. But if you're Sean, if you're worried about the hardware cloth, I mean I mean it's not going to break or none of that. I mean it would if it came loose from weight of the chickens or whatever, it would just totally be because whatever you secured it to the chicken tractor with. Um, because that stuff it's very durable. You're not going to break it or anything like that. Hardware cloth, you can get it. I mean, Rural King, Tractor Supply. Right now, I think you can even get it at Walmart. Um, any farm store is going to have it. It's just usually back with the chicken wire and cattle panels and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like any farm store. And Sean, yes, I will try to get pictures. I just didn't want to go back out and get my phone today. We stopped at a farm market today, and they're doing the vertical gardening. And dude, you would not believe. you would lose your mind if you've seen the tomato plants. They have a greenhouse probably 50 yards long. I'd say, I don't know, probably 50, 75 feet wide. I'm not kidding. We're every bit of 9 foot tall. And the bottoms of these plants were like this big around, man. It was insane. And they were doing the vertical gardening that we've been talking about and what I'm trying to do this year. Oh, it was beautiful. I'm talking about hundreds of tomatoes, tomato plants. So literally thousands of tomatoes hanging everywhere, man. It was awesome. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, okay. Got what you're saying now. Just too much. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of chickens to have in a tractor at one. I mean, because you'd be surprised, dude. I've watched on videos on YouTube, like you take 5 chickens, man, they'll do. I mean, they can do like basically most raised beds, or because I watched one, he's got a tractor that they pick up and lay on top of their raised beds. By 8 raised bed, 32 square feet in like 3 days, and it just picked clean. So, I mean, your tractor's pretty big, so I'd put like just five or six of them in there. About 3 days, it's going to do the whole size of that tractor, brother, with no problems. I love that. It sounds off the hook. I spent my day building tomato trellises for suspending my tomatoes, 10.5 feet tall, 14 feet long. Wow. Five says I can't get excited over tomatoes, just not a prepper food. Well, I mean, we're going to be canning a lot, like stewed tomatoes, tomato juice, stuff like that, salsa. So, I mean, it kind of falls into prepping for us because I love tomatoes, and they love ketchup and all that stuff and salsa. So, I mean, it's not like a survival necessity. I get what you're saying, Five, but I definitely love my tomatoes. But the plan was to build a second tractor as the birds grew. Okay, gotcha. Hey, cat lady, good to see you. Picked 1,000, 100 squash today. Wow. Oh, guys, it's after 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. Um, I know Prepper Nation probably live right now, or at least Shogun's going. I don't know if it's pre-recorded or live tonight. We was talking about notifications. My phone hasn't went off at all for YouTube, so um, when you process tomatoes, save the skins and guts, dehydrate them, and powder it in a blender. Works great. That's awesome. I would not have even thought about that. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here so y'all can get over to Prepper Nation. Um, thank you guys for being here. Really good chat tonight. I appreciate it. Um, I will see you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Prep Your Soul. Until then, God bless y'all. I love each and every one of you guys. Safe out there. Wake somebody up if you can. Have a talk with somebody, whether it be about prepping or be about Jesus. Tell somebody something. Love y'all.